love it when I turn up the bass.
Hello. Are we live? Are we? Are we testing 1, 2, 3?
Yes. Yes.
I do believe.
We are live.
Well, I'll be buggered. Awesome.
How's what happens?
Buenas noches.
Oh, going all foreign on us now, are we?
No.
Buenas noches.
Oh,
I live in Wales. I'm foreign enough.
This is true. I mean, not many people want to move to Wales, but you do. Close to the, natural environment of the sheep and...
Hey. None of that, please.
Oh,
No.
what? No referencing you thinking that meme of the brothel in Wales was real? Okay.
Well, it all depends, you know what I mean? But moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll kick it off because I've only just seen it.
Oh, here we go.
Do you know what the Queen's official death certificate said she died of?
old
Nothing.
age.
Monkeypox.
Old age. Not a heart attack, not a stroke, not a failure of this, that, and the other, just old age.
Oh, hang on. You don't die of old age.
No, you don't, because it's a period of time in your life, do you? You die from a cause that might have been contributed to the time of age that you're at.
Yeah.
I would have thought.
Huh.
Well, this doctor's a special
Oh,
doctor.
no, you wouldn't put died of old age on the death certificate. You wouldn't put that. You'd put
Well, there's a
cardiac
cause.
arrest or...
Maybe it was sudden death.
It's probably cancer. She should have bone cancer or something, didn't she?
Well, it was 2022, so it was probably COVID.
Ooh.
No,
It didn't
because
get locked down.
if she'd got COVID and died of COVID, it would have been on that death certificate just to highlight it. So, to get
Oh,
everybody
quicker.
to
Oh, yeah.
jab up. Don't go on. Let's be realistic here.
Random one, any?
Yeah.
Say it again. I was just on about it, what are you? 50 million. Got a brooch that's made out of 2 diamonds. He had a brooch that was made out of 2 diamonds. Well, 50 million fucking quid.
Mm. Mm.
And fuck me.
Mm.
Exactly purpose, haven't they? It makes you wonder why they need tax breaks, doesn't he?
Well, you won't want them to become paupers now, would you? Come on.
Mate,
Yes.
I'd love to see them fucking live on minimum wage for a fucking year.
That'd never happen.
I know it would never happen, but it would be a fucking interesting trip for them, wouldn't it? Here's a council house. Here's minimum wage. You crack the fuck on and see how well you do at the end of the year. And no, you can't use your debit cards, your credit cards, or your fucking influence. Got to pay for everything.
Yeah, you might need this. It's called a tin opener.
Oh,
Yeah. Why do we even need a monarchy?
just to pull in so much money.
Yeah, they do actually.
Is it them that's pulling it in, or is it the buildings?
Well, there's a question, any? I mean, most people come to have a look at the architecture and stuff, ain't it, rather than...
Yeah, it's the pomp and pageantry as
Yeah.
opposed to the individuals. Indeed.
Well, no, really,
Yeah.
no. Because without the royalty being there, you wouldn't have the guards and the things like that, would you?
Well,
You wouldn't
yeah,
have-
Well,
Well,
that's
sure you would.
The
You
pomp
buy
and
actors?
pageantry is the change of the Queen's Guard. King's Guards. Oh, it's weird saying that, isn't it?
Right, so
Oh, and I've seen little stories about, the king ain't got long to live, he's dying, and all the rest of it. It's like, the fuck? Oh, summed up with fucking Charlie Boy.
The same guy that foresee the Queen's dying and named the date, and she actually died on that date, apparently said he'll be dead, I think it's in 2026 of March.
Yeah.
I'd only believe it if
Interesting.
an octopus fucking did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's try and get Mystic Meg on here.
Well, there
Oh,
you go. Well, that'd be a good one because then we could ask when Free State get his Merc that he's been after. Yeah.
oh, we all know the fucking answer to that. That'll be on the 28th of never. Fucking, you know what I mean?
31st of the 2nd.
You know, unless, I mean, if anybody from AMG is fucking watching this stream, obviously you're bound to be because, you know, we're fucking booming out to millions of people every day. Fucking, just put a word in, will ya? AMG C63. I don't mind if it's a 2021 model, to be fair. It hasn't got to be the 2022. I ain't posh.
We'll probably get you the Matchbox car.
Everyone loves a Lamborghini.
Yeah, problem is, I don't think I'd fit in a fucking out. Like,
Well, actually, no, I was going to change the subject. So, sorry, I beg your pardon.
what, from me not fitting in a Lamborghini, unless I had a Lamborghini Spider?
Yeah. I was just bored of what you were saying. I do apologise.
That's right. In
All right,
license,
moving
then.
on.
And then,
Oh well, there was he's one of the chief cardiologists in England, and he was been on Good Morning Britain and all of that, very pro jab. And that was a year and a half, 2 years ago, and he went on to GB News with Dan Wootton a couple of 3 days ago, and said, what we have just witnessed is the greatest fraud of medical science that we will see in our lifetimes.
hold my beer,
and-
wait till next week.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah,
It's one of them, hold my
fucking-
beer, wait till next week. That's what the Gates Foundation are fucking saying, any.
Yeah, indeed.
Like that Mike Adams and, hiding here, hiding, you speak out against stuff and you're in the fucking firing line, man. Looks at that.
You know, if this is the greatest one, what's coming? Because there's always, you know what I mean? This is what I honestly believe.
Well, he said in our lifetimes, and then you see the very next day or the day after in Congress, a director of Planned Parenthood saying that yes, men can give birth.
Yeah, it's
Congress.
What?
I mean, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
But that's the thing, Gunny. We all know that fucking transgender fucking all that shit's going to end up eating itself because it just can't sustain itself, can it? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Look,
They can't even go through their statements without using the pronouns that they said they're not going to use.
it's ridiculous.
Lesbians to suck cock.
There is two genders. That is all. There will only ever be. Fucking move on. Call yourself whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. But don't fucking get the ump when people don't fucking buy into it with you.
It's getting a bit worse, mate, because one of my arguments about genders was, well, good luck with fucking languages that have gendered language. No, they're coming after gendered language. I heard about it a couple of days ago.
Oh.
So, as opposed to having in Portuguese, it was O and A for masculine and feminine. It's going to be a U for non-distinct. So,
That ain't gonna
they're
work.
coming-
They're not going to make me
Fucking
what
don't
to
worry.
say. They're not going to make me say anything. Fuck them. Fuck off.
Yeah, but it's not us they're going to change, is it? It's
Compelled
the
speech.
generation.
Fuck off.
It's the generations below us.
Fuck them. Fucking brainless bunch of fucking zombies. Fuck that.
Fun zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Thomas. It's just one of them things, mate. We're just doing our own things at the minute. One of them, mate. But yeah. So I can't. You got to change an entire fucking dictionary now.
Compelled
ain't gonna
speech.
fly.
No, fuck off.
Look,
Look, My 8-year-old understands that there are boys and there are girls, and that is it. Now, if my 8-year-old can understand that, why can't these grown ass fuckers understand that?
They've got an agenda.
Exactly.
Mental illness.
No, it's not a mental illness. Tramps' rights because they've got an agenda. It's not because they're
Yeah.
stupid. It's being done on fucking purpose.
This
They're
is being
twisting words.
funded.
We are both right.
Destruct the family. Destruct society. They're doing those destruct your history.
there is a lot of
destruct
money.
your statues.
There's a lot of money in trying to make children want to be the opposite sex. Right? That's a fact. It seems to be being pushed a lot more by virtue
Pfizer.
signaling fucking parents that want to be on the latest fucking, TikTok craze, which is blowing my fucking mind. I mean, a 5-year-old can't pick its bedtime, but it can pick its gender.
This is the
Wow.
thing, and they're giving them chemical stuff to, to block puberty and all. Don't mess with your bodies, people out there. They've already fucked around your body. Don't let them do any fucking more.
Well, people will do whatever
On the
people want to do.
On the upside, there are, what's it called? Witches something. The police have started an investigation into them for doing the chest binding. For
Oh, I was going to say witch's tit, but I'm sure that was a drink.
well, it
You see, binding, you're not on about a corset, are you?
around
Oh.
where our pecs would be. Well, mine would be.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I had
yeah.
droops.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, like Chinese binding of the feet. They're doing
Exactly
with
that.
you
That's
know,
what I thought when I
so-
heard it. Yeah. And they're investigating them for child abuse.
They're fucking monsters. These people are
Yeah.
all monsters.
Hang on,
They
hang
need
on.
just, we need to say stop.
Yeah, but I mean, let me just put that into perspective. They're investigating somebody for putting a bandage round the fucking chests of kids to fucking stop the tits from showing, right?
Yes.
And they're investigating that as child abuse. But
Yes.
they're not investigating the parents that give kids fucking pharmaceutical drugs that stop them from having puberty in the first place.
Loophole.
That's okay.
Well, of course it is, you bigot.
Yeah, there's something fucking wrong in this earth. And we've all looked at it. We all think, hold on a minute. Have I just fucking woken up in a fucking parallel universe where we're in the land of topsy-turvy and Mr. fucking Moonface is at the fucking bottom of the street?
Like what I told you.
And honestly, I was talking to Ethan about it the other night. Is that Truss is pulling in the legal immigration, and that's just going to put more pressure upon all of our services. But let's just take education, and that means that it's just going to be a whole new generation of mindless robots that, as much as I want capitalism, this capitalism on a global scale is, well, this isn't free market capitalism, is it? It's globalism by the elites.
Oh, I think the generations
We're
below
fucked.
us want to be looked after by the government and everybody
Well-
else.
Well, you know my answer to that.
Yeah,
Can't say it on YouTube.
there you go.
Abracadabra.
No, this. I can't even believe that we're in the situation that we're in, where fucking people that run the country don't even know what a fucking female is.
And an unelected prime minister we've now got.
Oh, we've got an unelected prime minister that's about to fuck us again. But there again, every prime minister that we'll ever have will only do the same,
Exactly.
after the same goal as the one before and one after.
All the same,
Exactly.
elites.
All of the opposite bench in 72, 73, whenever it was that we joined the EC, why didn't they at any point reverse that decision?
It was
When they
all
got
on the
it-
fucking payroll.
Exactly. it's
Plus, they thought it was a form of communism and socialism, didn't they? And towards globalism, obviously. These fuckers have been at it for decades.
yeah. And what the fuck are the IMF doing getting involved? They're supposed to be for emerging economies.
Impossible mission force.
Yeah, it's not funny. And so she's broke the economy, apparently. There's already rumblings behind her back that they want to oust her. Shouldn't have been in a fucking week.
Well, she hasn't broke the economy, apparently. Apparently, the economy has grown and the pound has kicked back from what it was.
As rebound.
It was-
Still doesn't say so.
It was the bankers and the globalists that tried to crush the economy.
Again.
My gas bill doesn't say I'm in growth.
I mean, but again, Callow, I agree with your take on it. But again, me agreeing and you saying that is bollocks anyway, because it's all part of the fucking game. Because it makes no fucking. Oh god, I hate to be so negative about it when it's supposed to be a discussion, but I really do firmly believe that it wouldn't matter what she fucking did. There'd be a bit of a yap, and the end result would be the same.
Yeah,
No,
they do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Let's face it, it's a bit of we get what we want, you get what you want, and the rest of the people of this country that voted to leave don't get what they want.
Yeah.
We're going to give them a sore ring piece again. That's what we're getting, and it's wrong. It's time. I mean, I don't know. We really need to do something. We can't just sit in here and say there's no we can do. There is. We can do something. We just got to figure a way out to do it legally. You know, turning up and smashing somebody's face in is not a good idea.
Well, the only thing that happens then is you lose your liberty and they get fucking compensation and fuck you over some more. I mean, fuck me.
We
Yeah.
need it so bad
How about
that these fuckers
This is
will
what
not
fucks me
vote
off, right?
Labour or Conservative.
You had them two lads that went down to London and seen one of the MPs and they just put his arm around him and, you know, jostled him a little bit, took a photo of him. Them got fucking done for that.
Yeah, but they
You know
got
what I mean?
done. They didn't just take the photo with him. They held him there until they got the photos they wanted.
Yeah, well, he's a fucking public servant. He should have stood there and had the photo stuck anyway.
Yeah, but he don't have to, does he?
Yeah, he's a public servant. He works for us.
Accosted.
No offence. I mean, you're a public person. You know, can you imagine half a dozen guys turning up in the street and trying to pin you down to take a photograph with you?
I got to admit,
He
right?
did wish he was
I ain't a
somewhere
public
else.
servant, dude. No fucker pays me for a start. We pay his fucking wage. You know what I mean? He's a public
I never
servant.
said a public servant. I said somebody in the limelight.
Me?
Yeah, you know, you've got quite a few followers on
Yeah,
Discord.
you're a famous internet YouTubing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not quite the fucking same thing, man. Not in marble.
You know what I mean? I mean, man, no, I'm not going there.
I've always wanted to stroke your beard.
Like,
But when
you
I
know,
say
Moving on.
fucking yank it.
Because you can't grow it.
No, I can't.
Get
I
in-
want to
get in
be
there.
called Loretta.
I'm going to plait it soon. Get the missus plait it. I put
Well,
some
hell's bells,
beads in
Loretta.
it. What, become a hippie? You reckon I'd be alright as a hippie?
no.
What, man? Flower
You'd
power
have
and
to
fucking
wear
all
a
that.
toupee.
You'd have to do
No,
drugs
he
free.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Have you thought about becoming a Viking?
I thought them was, like,
Just saying.
extinct.
No,
Well,
format's one.
We'll just think of you as a hippie with the X.
I could destroy a lot of shit with an axe.
Right, Deadly reckons, what about state pensions being stopped?
What? What do you mean state pensions being stopped?
Being stopped. That's what he says. What about state pensions being stopped? I didn't
Can
know
I
they had
jump
been
in?
yet. I'm waiting for it though.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
What I heard, week just gone, I think Wednesday-ish, is that the government representative that was asked about the triple lock that is placed upon pensions, whether or not that would remain in place, and he was, there might be. And so we've got a triple lock on the state pensions. So it's just, you might as well call it a book cover,
Well, that
because it can be taken off at any time, and it's even the fact that they're even thinking about it.
they've already
is-
removed the triple lock.
When?
Poof. One at budgets before. Not
Are you
not
sure?
Quasi, the other chancellor. He
Are you
removed it.
sure?
Yes.
Trust wants rid of them. So you're saying Trust wants to get rid of the pensions?
I think you might be answering me in the text.
A lot of power pensions have gone puff. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this is how the banks fucking screw you, isn't it?
Well, I've had a private pension for the past with company for the last 5 years, and I haven't had a single. As a matter of fact, it's lost money every year I've had it.
The triple
what-
lock was suspended for 1 year in April 2022 as at the end of the COVID-19 furlough scheme inflated average earnings growth. The government is now bringing it back in time for an annual update in pension and other state pensions coming into effect in April 23. So I'm not too sure who's right or wrong here.
Well, like I say, they were talking about scrapping it, but they put it on hold, and then, like I say, we'll see what happens. But I reckon they'll get scrapped. And according to Deadly, yes, Trust wants rid of the pensions, state pension.
I see. Well, hopefully Trust can fuck right off.
Well,
Oh,
I don't
we
have no
get it.
problem with the politicians not getting a state pension, or any pension at all. If they want to have a pension, they can do one. I think that's a good idea. We save billions a year, especially these ex-prime ministers that have only been at job 10 minutes before they lose their job because they're freaking crap.
Plenty of money for Ukraine, but nothing for pensions. Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
On migrants.
And it's all our
Amazing.
money. We just fucking pay. It's all our money. These are just holding our fucking money and doing whatever the fuck they want with it. And then turning around to you and going, oh, by the way, fuck all left for you. I
Yeah.
read an article. There's a fucking hotel somewhere that's just had to refuse a fucking wedding do or knock the wedding do back because they've been told they're going to take more refugees into the hotel.
Yeah.
Jimmy Crack Corner, and I don't care.
Hotel, refugees. Right.
Imagine them crashing the wedding.
Well, here's the thing, right? You can skip the refugee part. Illegal fucking immigrants. That's what they are. Fucking not refugees. They're illegal immigrants being housed in hotels.
Yeah.
Who thinks that
And
is fucking stupidity on its own?
Oh, let's call them for what they are. They're invaders. That's what they are.
Fucking. They are the criminals. They're coming on the dinghies. They're a criminal. Lock them up. Put them in jail until you deport them. Job fucking done.
Opportunists.
I mean, the Yanks would fucking love that. I mean, the Yanks expect the fucking inmates work, don't they? So can you imagine all the free labour they'd get?
Yeah,
No,
if
only-
they had arrested them and put them in prison on the first ones that came over, that would have been a great discouragement to the rest. Not giving them a fucking hotel and free phone and free food and even pocket money to spend per week, and all this information they send back to the friends. Look, they're treating us like kings. Come over, quick, quick.
Right, apparently, Deadly's put Liz Truss has previously suggested universal benefits such as the state pension should be scrapped because of the huge expense to the taxpayer. What expense? You know, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, this week alone, just in national insurance, I paid 75 quid. You know, that's towards my pension. That goes into the pension pot. You know, that's what I thought. That's what national insurance were for.
You get mugged, mate.
Like, it's to me, it's and not only that. If they want to scrap pensions, state pension, they need to regulate the pensions. Stop with this Ponzi scheme that these pensions are working on. Stop with sticking it into stuff that where it's going to lose money. You know, to just use it at high risk, and it's like, yeah, it's not my money. And not only that, you look at, I think, what were it? Where it's something like Channel 4 or something, they did that thing on pensions. If you put £120 a month into your pension, you're lucky if it sees 30 or 40 quid. Rest goes out to these people that are, anybody that sets it up or gets you to have a pension, gets X amount of money of it. You know what I mean? It's like, no.
Yeah, but I mean, the way the pension should work, right, is the money that you put into it, they put into a high interest account and it sits there. That's the way it should work, right?
Yeah.
That's as safe as fucking houses. There isn't no need for a hedge fund manager and all that bollocks to take his fucking cut. It just needs to be put in a high interest account. Everybody's money gets put in there. Fucking it gains money. You get your fucking money back. They make a little bit of a fucking drink. Everybody's happy. But that ain't what happens. You put it in, they piss it up the wall, then say, oh, we had a fucking loss on the market. By the way, I've just been to fucking Vegas and done an entire strip of strippers. You know what I mean? Who paid for that? Oh, company. You know what I mean? Hedge funds, fucking bankers.
I don't know if you got the thing that I sent to you free, so I'll read it out anyway. I got it out of Rotten Politics server earlier. We're talking about the cost of the illegal immigrants into the UK. Private contracts awarded under the Asylum, Accommodation and Support Contracts, that's the AASC. Midlands and East of England, the provider is Serco.
Had to be.
That's fuck me, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,030 million. North East Yorkshire and Humber provider Mears Limited. 820 million. 821 million. Northern Ireland, 113 million. Northwest provider is Serco, costs, fuck me, 1,079 million. Southwest and Wales, the provider is Clear Springs Ready Homes, costs 662 million. Wales, 334 million. Fuck me sideways.
Right. Now, just out of fucking thingy, if you run that through a calculator, I bet you're talking over fucking 3 billion there, are you?
4,553 million.
Right.
What the
Have
fuck?
we noticed how things have changed? People used to go million, and that was
Yeah.
a fucking lot. Now it
Yeah,
just rolls
that's
off the
right.
tongue, any billion.
That's why I double checked myself. I had to check how many zeros are in it. I was like, no, that's 1,030 million. Fuck me.
These fuckers talk about billions like they're talking about a tenner.
I know. And there was an absolutely great post. I think it was by the Liz Truss parody account on Twitter that people can keep on laying into. And it's hilarious, but it's a parody account. And it goes, click on here to see how bad the economy is and what they've done. And I think everybody in this room, anyway, at least, has all discussed how the difference between a pound, a million, a billion, a trillion. It's just astronomical. And just scrolling through, it says, yeah, just keep on scrolling through, and it just doesn't end. It does not end what our debt is that has been done by this government. Yeah, by criminals. Yeah.
Well, you think about it, right? When Labour left, they'd sold all gold off cheap. They'd left us 800 million in debt. Nowhere near a trillion, but it's not far off. And left a note saying there's no left in bank. You know, they spent all pension money. God knows how much were in pensions. That pension pot. And this is what gets me. And I can't work out, well, I can work out why. It's because they don't want people to, they're trying to get rid of state pension by wasting it. But any common sense government should say, right, we're going to create a pension pot and you can't use it to bail anything out other than paying the pensions. But they won't, because at the end of the day, this, you know, I don't know what they're doing.
The pensions rely upon the market, the up and down. So what they do, they bet against themselves with that. It's called hedging your bets, as Champ knows more about than I do.
Yeah, but state pension isn't. The state pension is collected from the people that are paying in. And at this moment in time, what pays in gets paid out, which I can't believe it all gets paid out. I'm sorry. You know, because at pittance that our pensioners are on, compared to these dingy divers.
Fucking, not only that, mate, you look at the fucking pensions across Europe. Ours is one of the lowest in fucking Europe, our pension. It's fucking ridiculous. We're meant to be one of the richest countries in the fucking world, but yet our pensioners, after, like, you know what I mean, last time, what, 150 quid a week or whatever it is. Fucking piss take.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's our energy bills?
well, hopefully...
Went up today.
Hopefully
Mine's
they'll...
already on its daily thing, and I'm well under normally. Mine's already on its daily limit. I haven't even had to eat, no.
So if a pensioner only gets, what, 150 a week or something, how are they supposed to afford electricity, let alone gas?
Well, because the pensioners, they supposedly, when the temperature below a certain temperature, they get like what they call winter payment.
Oh, weather payments and discounts on stuff. But even so,
Doesn't it have to be 24 hours of a certain temperature?
Yeah. In some cases. But I think due to the energy prices been going up and everything else, they have been giving out some extra help and stuff. But the fact of the matter is, it's still a pittance.
Yeah.
And look how much they've put it up. They're telling you, oh, doubling it's fine, isn't it? But we won't do any more. Oh, we'll just do a little bit. But you've already doubled it. And now you've... What?
I mean,
Doubled, you see.
It's a simple
Over
thing.
triple, actually.
Why do you think your wages never go up with inflation?
Yeah, because they don't want you. They don't want you being better off. They
Of course
just want you.
Look, you're a slave. If you have a lot of money, you stop becoming a slave.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only that, but since they can't actively just reduce your payment at work, they decide inflation. So, on the whole scale, everyone gets a demotion in how much they get paid. Because what they get isn't worth as much.
Well, that's why now you're seeing all these strikes. Because people... I mean, when winter comes... Honestly, I do feel for old. I do. I don't care what anybody says, you know, that some of them will die through cold.
Yeah. Food's gone up 50%.
It's fucking
ridiculous.
Right? What you just said, right, means that trickle-down theory will never work. Any?
Yeah.
But all you ever hear is trickle-down. The money will trickle down. We'll give the big corporations a tax cut, then that money will trickle down. But inflation goes up quicker than that money can come down.
Well, the only thing that trickles down is shit. Yeah, the shit top rolls down on fucking flies. That's the only thing you're gonna get.
Yeah. The economy is a fucking Ponzi scheme. It's all about keeping you fucking on the threshold. If you have too much money, you ain't gonna fucking wanna,
Well, if
be obedient.
What they're doing is technically they are keeping it so you can never afford to buy anything. So you're always in debt. That's the whole idea. That's why they don't like the older generation. Because one, the only debt that they really had was the mortgage.
Yeah, and
So
they've done a good job in 2008 to try and screw people out of that, ain't he?
oh yeah. But like at the end of the day, I mean, you think about it now. There's quite a lot of old age pensioners that are sat with an house, and let's face it, if they're on their own, they are screwing that out. You know, they have a fall or something, they end up in hospital. I don't know, for whatever. The minute they end up in hospital, they're there. Well, you need to go into care, and then they sell the house from underneath them.
Yeah. Something's got to pay for the care.
Yeah, but the thing that gets me, and I've seen it so many times, is you've got somebody that's worked all their life, paid into the system, sat next to somebody that's not paying a penny towards the care, and these poor buggers have had the house sold from underneath them. All the money in the bank that they had took from them until they've got nothing. And then the minute that happens, they out them and say, oh, they're too violent or whatever. So stick them in some cheap shithole.
Well, led by unelectable trash.
And this is the way the richest country look after their old?
I actually do know that does vary from council to council. And so I'm not saying that you're not correct. But I do know from first hand an experience where the local council is prepared to pay, despite owning a property, going into a care home, they were prepared to pay half of the care home costs, which would be repayable upon passing and the sale of the property. And there was only a few months that you had to get the property sold in. Almost like a sort of equity release, if you like, with the council on your property, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wrong.
But it shouldn't
You've
happen.
got somebody that paid a penny into the system, being not dole all their life, getting it, and then you're making these poor buggers sell everything up to pay for the care they're in. You know, but then again, it's just one of them things, isn't it? Who cares? Who gives a rat's ass?
Well, they proved that, didn't they, over the 2 years of COVID? They proved it good and proper.
Yeah, I noticed. Oh, sorry.
Go on. Sorry, after you.
I was just going to say, I noticed Russell Brand fucking put a video out on YouTube telling us he's been censored by YouTube for misinformation on the COVID bollocks. And he also fucking... He pointed out that it's like, they've censored me for misinformation, but this bad on the fucking news station that's telling you that if you've had the jab, you can't pass COVID on. They haven't censored that, and we all know that's bollocks now.
It's funny watching him because it's like watching someone that's 2 years behind catching up day by day.
Yeah, but at least he's fucking cottoning on a bit more.
Well, it's like you know the Father Ted writer, Graham Linehan, is that his name?
Linehan, yeah.
Or him. It was. I saw an interview with him earlier, and you know we already know that he's been woken up because he's been cancelled because of whatever it was that he said.
Regrets a lot.
Well. This one, He just said, "Well," he said, I'm that disillusioned with everything that I'm now even questioning my beliefs in climate change." Oh, Trump. No, it was Haram that posted it. And I don't know. I'm sort of like in the 2 and 8 about it. You're a clever guy, clearly, because you're a funny guy, and to be funny, you got to be clever. You got to have your finger on the pulse. And it's certainly made me laugh.
Well, he was a complete lefty, and I've seen an interview where he had a right go at Dank. He's made his peace, or apparently something like that, with him. I know he got me barred from Twitter. And yeah, and he went against the trans. He sort of stuck up with the little lady that did the pause, and they all attacked him, so they ate him alive. He's now on Getter, but he's even behind a lock in that. I think people haven't forgiven him. But,
Well,
forgive and forget.
talking
It's waking up.
This climate change. Our last were watching a thing with David Attenborough, right? And I'm sat there and I've just got a quick glimpse on it, and it is saying about these fish that have got like antifreeze in the blood. You know what I mean? And things like that. And he's saying,
yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, the reason being that they can survive like this is because it is a constant. And I'm like, hang on a minute, you said in previous things that there's climate change, but now you sat there telling me that it's because it's a constant. It never changes. Hang on, I thought we had climate change, but you're just
the bloke only lives by his wallet, apparently.
It sounds like it. Because you can't go on about climate change, then do a voiceover on something that's been recorded, and then say the reason why these fish and that can live like this is because of the constants of the temperature.
There's a frog that lives and dies 14 times in its life, and the last life it has, it goes and mates, and his kids start it again.
Right, it makes me laugh that. Do these people actually forget what they've just said?
No, they don't, mate. You know the answers that they're bought and paid for. Cunts.
They're con men.
What really gets me about Attenborough is that, he conned me when I was growing up. But it's the accolades that are heaped. He's like a national treasure, but we know he's a lying cunt.
To the establishment, to the elites, they're all in it to fucking together. And it's not for the good of the planet, because we've learned they just lie about everything. In fact, it looks like to us they're trying to kill the fucking thing.
I mean, no
They even named a boat after him instead of Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah, no wonder they put so much effort into Planet Earth being rated by him, because it's going to be the voice of reason, the voice you trust, because just look how professionally it's all produced.
Yeah, he's been in show business for 150 years.
Wow. Dazzle them. It's like, I think Brian Cox is trying to replace him when the time's right, and he's another.
Well, David Bellamy had it right, didn't he? He says a load of bollocks there on about 1 degree in Britain. It can change 3 degrees in a fucking day.
And then over in America, you got Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's firmly fucking bullshitted right up.
Another wanker.
Yeah.
Not allegedly, you're a wanker.
Yeah, you are. You are a lying cunt.
It's like him. He got caught out. We're telling everybody we've got to do this and do that, and the guy drives around in a Rolls Royce, Silver Ghost, that does about 60 gallon. What the hell?
Jet engines on the back.
Who?
In that you were talking about, that might take over Attenborough.
Oh, Coxey.
Oh, yeah, Brian Cox. Yeah.
He drives around his car is a Rolls Royce Silver Ghost. That does about 60 gallon. And he's telling us that we've got to cut back and get rid of our footprint.
He jets around the world doing interviews for people like Jonathan Ross and the
Well, you know
ill
what they
all
are.
around the world.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
my advice is if you want to save the planet, Mr. Cox, is get on one of them little boats with a wind thing. Yeah, it might take you some time to get around because you might have to wait for wind, with your sails and that, but at least we wouldn't have to hear you for quite some
Yeah,
time.
get a heat pump for your
Right.
12-bedroom mansion.
Yeah.
champagne socialist. They're forever telling you what you should be doing while they do the complete fucking opposite.
And
Yeah,
isn't
still
there
punching down, isn't it?
immensely many of them? There's fucking thousands of the cunts.
Virtual signaling, fuck what.
The richer they are, the more fucking socialists they get. The fuck's what?
The point is, people just follow them along and they believe everything they say. And the minute you say he's lying, and they say, prove it. So where would you like me
Yeah,
to
he's
start?
not lying. He's on the telly.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well,
What am I?
I was just going to say the Better Hope Society doesn't collapse because you will be a target.
Well, no, because what will actually happen eventually, it'll be like the electric car syndrome, where they're saying, yeah, electric cars are going to take over. And like I say, if you follow some of these EV groups, some of them, they are absolute, it's a religion to them. But if you follow some of them that have bought an electric car to see what it's like and show you what it's like, they are actually, they're getting attacked from the EV community because they are showing what it's like. They turn
Well,
it
they
up
use more fucking batteries than a Sony Walkman used to.
like, but they're not. It's the fact of the matter. These people with these electric cars haven't realised yet. They haven't clicked on yet that the batteries that they've got in them cars are just not. They can't recycle. So eventually, they're going to run out of the material to make these batteries.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
that's
Gonna buy
future
your
man's
car off you
problem.
then, sunshine.
Well, no, there'll be a heavy tax on the disposal of the battery of the car. Oh
Fly
dear.
tipping.
Oh dear.
Hidden
Oh,
trapdoors
dear.
everywhere.
Oh dear.
Well, we already
it's
know
not-
there's no resale value in an electric car. Fucking
No,
resale.
But Callow's right though. Fucking trying to recycle one of those, you get people with the big, huge, like welders fire whole full bodysuit things. Because when they go up, as we've all seen, there's fuck all you can do. It's such a delicate, expensive, long process that it's the way the batteries are made at the moment in 90% of EVs. It's
Well,
an ecological disaster.
Well,
As soon as
The
you see
radioactive
smoke and all, they're on fire, innit?
Mm.
they've got radioactive material in them. So when them things set on fire, it
Quickly.
won't be long before we start getting reports that some of these poor fire brigade are dying of cancer, and they'll contribute it down to these batteries.
I know,
Because-
check the car's safe, probably.
Right. Well, it's like that. I do feel sorry. I know for these poor buggers that have got these electric cars. If they're in an accident and they get out of the car, and that car they manage to get out of that car before it sets on fire, and they actually touch the car, most of these cars are live because there's no cut-off switch. In an accident, they don't cut off. There's nothing for that battery to cut off. So the cars are live. So it's either burn to death or get electrocuted. Check your pick. You know what I mean? Well, hey.
Well, the thing is, I'm off Top Gear. Back in, he had this as a supercar electric one. And when that went off and he crashed in that fucking just burst into fucking flames. It was like unbelievable fucking fireball out of it. The sparks and everything else that was coming out of that. That was an electric fucker. And the thing is, I dare say they have fucking done the homework on, trying to protect the batteries. But accidents, there's no constant, is there? You could hit a car in the same place fucking 5 times. You'll never get the exact same crimple in the exact same place. Right? At some point, what happens if them battery packs do fucking explode? And you start having fucking
that's what they
exploding
do.
cars.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
thing is, think of the
Lithium.
point of the matter is where the batteries are. The batteries are underneath the car,
Yeah, it's in the floor.
right underneath
Yeah.
where
Well,
you
lithium
sit your
can
passengers.
explode.
And if, well, I don't know. I mean, you do for whatever reason. I mean, other day I was coming, well, I was coming over at Forth Bridge, and something flipped up. There was no time I could do it. Just it was there in road. I'm doing 70 mile an hour. I caught it and it flipped up. I hit it underneath the car. But I had a look, and look has had it. Mine's got like a plate on it to stop damage. But it marked that. But these batteries, you know, if it cuts into one of them, that's it. Boom.
And if they explode, you know, they can take metal fragments along with it. So it's fucking dangerous.
Fucking lucky. I was in a fucking van once, fucking driving along, fucking something in the road, bit of rubber or something, fucking clipped up, fucking, it actually stopped the fucking brake line. No fucking brakes. Fucking, you know what I mean?
I've
Bullshit.
had when I've been in a van, something flipped up and put an old straight diesel tank.
I mean, shit happens. I mean, how many times, I don't know about you, but how many times you've been in a fucking field and you go and look and you think, yeah, that's all right, and then you just hit that fucking one bit of a lump of a brick that's sticking up. You
Yeah.
go crunch. You're like, oh, is that my old pan or the fucking gearbox gone? You know what I mean? That, yeah. Fucking EVs, man. Wasted.
But as far as I'm concerned, they have not done enough testing on EVs. There's not enough protection for that battery box, because if they did, the amount of protection and the amount of weight they'd put on that car, it would have to be at least another half a ton, because it'd have to be decent plate, not aluminium, because that's what they're caked in, is aluminium.
Yeah, well, Bob points out that they don't want you to even have a car. And that's
True.
why they're doing
They
it.
don't. They don't.
No, and they're on about bringing in that pricing thing, aren't they, per mile shit. Keep pushing that, because these EVs aren't paying no road tax. Well, stick it on EVs then,
that's
but
true.
don't do the rest on us.
How much tires? I mean, you know what I mean? 'Cause with all that weight on them, you got to get through fucking tires in an EV, are you?
And that's part of the argument from the ICE side is that the extra weight causes extra pollutants due to the extra tyre wear with the rubber going up in the atmosphere and blah de blah de blah de blah. And then the rubber, how do we get rubber made? Rubber tyres? What is it? Petroleum? What's petroleum? It's that'd be fucking oil.
Back to fossil fuels again, are we?
Oh, fuck me sideways. I don't know how we could cope with this sort of silly logic.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're screaming, well, they want rid of cows, you know, because they fart, and want rid of
Yeah.
sheep because they fart, and things
Fart,
like
yeah.
that. And it's like, seriously? And you think we're all going to live off the land? No. You know, what we're going to use as fertilizer? Oh, wait, you know, because cows shit, pigs
Well,
shit.
humans in was it California or New York? They've
Oh, good God.
humans to be used as fertilizer.
Yeah.
The fuck?
But yeah.
You know, a lot. Yeah, but eventually,
Oh no, indeed. Eventually, we all decompose, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be converted.
yeah.
No,
But-
indeed.
I think it's a good idea, actually. Human shit. Drag all methane off it. Then turn it into.
On the methane, mate. So they are wanting to limit livestock, bovine livestock, because of the methane that they expel from their mouths.
Burping, yeah.
Not the farts from their assholes, the methane from their mouths. How much methane has been expelled into the atmosphere from the Nord Stream 2 pipeline?
Well, I don't know.
Probably about the
Well-
same amount that comes out of Parliament every day.
Well,
Yeah,
Mate, fucking
Yeah.
I'll take some doing, but yeah.
Yeah, but the point is, no offence, right? You've got methane, and like they say, it rises. Now, it rises where and goes where?
Up.
Yeah.
They're just talking shit.
So what happens to that methane? It
Atmosphere.
attaches to water molecules in the upper atmosphere, doesn't it? And then what happens when it rains? It goes into seas and that. So I don't know what they've got a problem with. I mean, one of these volcanoes spews shit out, and the amount of stuff that's coming out of that, you know, we keep going around in circles telling people this, but it's getting beyond a joke. Why aren't people
You
listening?
know what we're doing, lads, don't you? We're talking shit.
Yeah.
ah,
Hell,
well, yeah, because we're carbon beings. Yeah, go on, Free.
oh, nothing, man. Oh, fucking. Just reading Bob's here. The electric car bats still wear down even if you don't use the car. So the bat's internal resistance builds up over time. Yeah. And the thing is,
Yours.
they're not fucking cost effective. They're not fucking, you know what I mean, carbon neutral to fucking own. They're not carbon neutral to fucking run. I don't understand why people, okay, it hasn't got a tailpipe. Woohoo. But your tailpipe is in the fucking furnaces that are burning the electricity, which is, you know what I mean, powering your car. And even before that process, how many fucking big fucking bulldozer machinery was used to fucking dig up the fucking lithium ion to fucking make the battery? That's irrelevant of all the smelting and melting to make all the car panels.
Mm.
I've got something for you. A couple of months ago, I was around somebody's house and they had 2 EV cars. And they were moaning about how long they were taking to charge up. And
What the cars were. They fucking do amazing things.
hang on. And I said, I just inquired, you've got electric vehicles, why? Well, they're better for the environment. I was like, oh, okay. My point being, the geezer was a brain surgeon.
Yeah, well,
Just let
it's been
that sink in.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's smart.
no. But here's the thing, right? I watched this guy, and we were talking about asking certain companies, you know, okay, we've got these batteries in the cars. How do I prolong the life of these batteries? What is your recommendation? And they said, there were recommendations in your pack. You read your pack. You're not supposed to charge them no more than 80%. You're not supposed to let them drop no more than 20%. So, hang on a minute. So between 20 to 80%, so you only can use 60% of your battery to extend the life of the batteries by maybe 12 months. Yeah, figure that one. Why the hell would you have battery? I mean, and that were another thing, like he was showing. So you don't let it drop below 20%. So you pull in and you want, I don't know, you know from your maps, because they all get these maps where it says the charging point here, the charging point here, yeah? You know, you can't do a charge until you get there. So you do the maths, and you need to charge your battery up to 100%. It charges up to 90% pretty quick, but that other 10% could take an hour and a half. You know, it's like, really? Why? And it's because of the way the system's set up so they don't overcook the batteries. So you can have it on fast charge, but when it gets to that last 10%, it powers it back, so it's only trickle charging it in to save on the battery. It's like, what is the point? But you're not supposed to charge them up to 100% anyway.
Oh, it's a fucking joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking absolute. Well, there's
Really?
another fucking week of fucking absolute bollocks gone by.
Oh, fuck me, it's an hour.
Yeah. It's that time.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I was just going to ask the last question that if you own an electric vehicle and you have a wife or a girlfriend, would you say to her, "Oh, have you plugged it in, love?" "Yes, love, I have." Would you trust them? Anyway, I'll leave it there.
Oh, then. So,
Okay.
tune in next week, Saturday, 9 till 10. We'll talk in some more random bollocks about random things and see what
And
happens.
if you fancy joining us,
You know where we'll be. It's one big con, according to Bob. Of course it is.
It is.
It's all about fucking you out of money and making you feel fucking virtuous in doing so. But yeah, there's a lot of dickheads out there that'll bite. But there you go. Anyway, Ryan, it's good night from me.
adios from me.
And mate, catch you later.
Right. Take it easy,
Bye,
peeps.
lad.
Don't forget
God
to
bless.
hit us up in the Discord. The link's in the chat and also in the description. And share us about, man. Fucking do your bit. Come on, lads. Right. No, no.
Bye, everyone.
No.